Speaking of him, 56 years coaching at the school that bears his family name. He's won more games on the field than any coach in the United States history. 28 state championships. Inducted into the National High School Hall of Fame, the Louisiana Sports Hall of Fame, the All-State Sugar Bowl right in New Orleans Sports Hall of Fame. And his football team is still playing. After beating Acadiana this past Friday, the John Curtis Patriots play at Turlings Catholic in Lafayette in the Select Division I quarterfinals this Friday night. Please give a warm welcome to our good and great friend, J.T. Curtis of John Curtis Curtis.
Thank you all. It is a pleasure to be here and to say that I have had the privilege of watching Eli play on Friday Night Football for the last 2 years. And it's been a pleasure to watch him grow in that position and to represent his school the way he has. Congratulations to you and to your family. It's well deserved. It's been a different year for us. The Catholic League, I think, was probably as balanced as it's ever been from top to bottom. Every week there was a upset, if you looked at it that way, that teams that you did not think were going to lose did lose, and teams that you didn't think could win did win. And I think what it did was set the tone for all of us to be able to make moves in the playoffs and to have an opportunity to be successful. And I think that's kind of what's happened with our team. We were a young team moving into this season. We lost our entire offensive line except for one player and our tight end, JoJo Finnegan, and we lost our quarterback, who's now at Tulane, working with Coach Summerall at Tulane, and our running back. So it was a growing process for us. Defensively, we felt like we had some guys back that could play, but we knew offensively it was going to be a struggle. And the schedule that we played, we chose to play, was going to be very challenging. Our pre-district schedule was extremely difficult. We got into the district and were in every game that we played except one, and that was not unusual when you play Carr. But we were in all of them, and we fought in all of them. And our mantra was to keep on keeping on. Just don't let the circumstances control you. You control the circumstance. And not allow yourself to be caught up with what people outside of the group are saying. And I think that's so important from a team perspective. I tell my team this all the time, Mom and Dad, and all of you football coaches that don't really coach, I say, always be respectful. But remember this, they don't really know. And they don't, because they don't spend the time or watch the film and see the little things that make a difference in the game. And so that's what we kind of built on week to week, to say that let's just continue to watch ourselves improve both individually and collectively as units. And we've been able to put 2 good games together, beating a really fine Brother Martin team in the first round of the playoffs, and then going to Acadiana, which, by the way, had 17 returning starters off the state championship team that played for the state championship last year against Catholic. So we were very, very happy to walk out of Acadiana in Scott, Louisiana with a win. And we got on a bus and got home and realized we're going right back there this week to play Turlings Catholic, which is right there in Lafayette again, another team that has played extremely well. They're 11-1. And it'll be a challenge, but we've been challenged all season, and I think our players will stay focused and put what we have done in the past behind us and focus on the task that's at hand. And again, I think that's part of those intrinsic values that you gain from participating in athletics, especially from a high school perspective, to learn how to not worry about what's happened in the past, learn from it, but move forward in the future. So we're looking forward to the opportunity to play in the state quarterfinals Friday night against Turlings Catholic at their home stadium. I would want to say this before I sit down and say to you how thankful I am at this particular point of the season when we come into the Thanksgiving season for the blessings that have been bestowed not only on me but on each of us individually, for the freedoms that we enjoy, the country that we live in, and that we need to preserve our democracy and preserve our future by the manner of our living. And when we share with others we are able to, I think, continue that. And so remember that as we go through this Thanksgiving season, to be thankful for what God has blessed each of us with. In closing, let me share this with you. If you're looking for an opportunity to do something good for people, let me suggest to you that you look into Samaritan's Purse. Our school and our church put together 774 shoeboxes that will be shipped all over the world to young men and young women that have nothing. And inside all the little trinkets and the color books and the crayons and the pencils and the pens, and also a little New Testament that is provided by the people with Franklin Graham's organization at the Billy Graham organization. So if you're looking for something to give back, look into Samaritan's Purse. But remember that when we give to others, we in fact serve God who created each of us in His image. Thank you all. God bless you. Have a great